Welcome back, Overwatch fans, to another amazing night.
We have a fantastic match tonight, no question about it.
Oh my god, yes!
But the barrage! Make sure they can't even follow up afterwards.
And Wash is down 2 in this fight thus far. Make that 3, make that 4 right now here. Dynamic team gets a 4-man tire.
Those who find the picks will save the fights, and they don't really need to save what they've already won.
100 gets 3 with the primal rage.
Experience Tranquility.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family beyond the binary, hello and welcome to Tranquility X Valorant week number 3. My name is Warren Jungle God Hammond, and tonight I'm joined on the mic by someone I haven't seen in a long time, Kid Shroud. How you doing?
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm doing pretty great, actually. We're just watching these teams pick their bands right now. How have you been so far?
Been doing well. I haven't been in the casting booth a whole lot recently. It's been, it's kind of the off season from collegiate stuff, which is the bulk of what I do these days. So, been nice to take a break. Been doing a little bit of streaming instead, trying out a few different game styles as well. But yeah, I am stoked. I'm excited to be back in the booth and watching these two teams, Try's Kitty Club and Battalion. Now, Try's Kitty Club, they've had a little bit of a rough start to this season. We are here in week 3, and they are 0-3. Whereas Battalion, they've only taken 1 loss so far this season, so they're looking pretty good. And I've got to tell you, just looking at these two teams on paper, right? I did a little research beforehand. Wasn't able to talk to them, unfortunately, but just, looking at how these two teams are constructed, it's very, very interesting what they look like. Tri-Kitty, I think, has the potential to be a very, very strong defensive team, but, my mind is wondering, what are they going to do on tack? They've got some great players like Choi on Cypher, Try on Sage, that I think can really make for a fantastic defensive half of a game, but my question is, where is the offense? Who is playing the duelists and initiators for them? Whereas we look at Battalion, and they have a fantastic Raze player, Gap, who I think is someone that we should definitely watch out for in this next match.
I agree 1000%. I was looking at these teams and their most played heroes. I really thought, just as you, that defensively, Try's Kitty Club is really going to stand out here. And I do think that the maps they choose to ban here can set momentum for these 3 games we watch. Or 2 to 3 games, depending on how the series goes. But
yeah, well, that's another interesting point. One of our producers mentioned to us before the show that so far this season, literally every single game has been a 2-0. So, are we going to have that? Are we going to have that trend continue? Are we going to see whoever comes out of the first game with a win and be like, all right, the history has shown that this team is probably going to win? Or are we going to see something a little closer tonight?
yeah, I mean, if any, and I don't want to shoot my shots here, but if it looks like any team is going to lose 2-0, I'm praying for Try's Kitty Club to kind of get out of the rut they've been in. But it does look like this trend might continue. I'm really hoping to see this go the distance. I'm really hoping to see Try's Kitty Club do some great things. But I also am rooting for Battalion. I'm rooting for both teams, really.
Gotcha.
I'm just trying to watch some good Valorant.
Absolutely. Well, we're definitely going to have that tonight. I am absolutely sure of that. And, I think I have to throw my weight behind Battalion as well. I think they're coming into this looking like the favorites. Not only do they have the better record going into this, but as far as I'm concerned, like the team synergy, just on paper, right? I don't know how it's working in game, but on paper, the team synergy looks to be a little bit more even, a little bit more there with Battalion. In addition, Battalion's players are just a little bit higher ranked on average if we take a look at them as well. They're more in the gold range, whereas Tri-Kitty Club there, that's a flip. Tri-Kitty Club, they're more in like the high silver range, and a couple of them even unranked going into the season. So, you know, a little bit of uncertainty there as well.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I was gonna mention that before you did.
We're on the
But
same wavelength. We're on the same.
exactly.
Yeah. We've got that.
But-
We've got this synergy going on.
We got this energy. Let's hope that both of these teams have this energy. And just as you said, on paper, these teams look like Battalion is more well-rounded, as Tri-Kitty Club is more defensive. But we're not in their Discord call. We're not hearing their comms. We don't know what the leadership is like, and that's what I think 50% of the game is. You know, if you have the good team synergy, if you have the good communication, you can just win a whole game or a whole match, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Looking at these bans that are coming out now. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, no, we do have them all here now. So, Tri-Kitty Club decided to ban Breeze and Ascent. So, you know, that says to me, at least when you're looking at a map like Breeze, maybe you don't have a chamber, maybe you don't have somebody long range. Maybe you're looking to kind of take that out of the equation, right? And in addition, you know, just looking at the composition as well, if we're going to see someone like Choi, I think, really pop off on someone like Cypher, it's not going to necessarily be on Breeze. So good bans there, I think. Whereas on the other side, going to be a ban on Icebox and Pearl. And I got to be honest, I would have loved to have seen Pearl tonight. Absolutely would have loved to have seen that. But not going to be in the cards for us. So that's going to leave. Let's see here. I'm going to see if I can do my Valorant math. Bind.
Yeah, well, I reckon they've
Haven.
banned Pearl because it's still a new map. I don't know if they've gotten a lot
Yeah.
of practice on it. So I would have done the same. I've played it in queue about 2 times. So
Yeah, so I think that leaves Bind, Haven, and Fracture as their last choices, right? So now it just comes down to which order are we going to see these 3 maps in? And correct me if I'm wrong, production, but I believe Split is still not in the rotation. That is correct. Okay. Yeah, so Split still isn't in the rotation here. So those are going to be the 3 maps that we see. It's going to be Bind, Fracture, and Haven. So I believe, let's see here, Tri-Kitty Club is going to come up with the first pick here. So out of those 3 maps, I think they're likely going to want to see Fracture played last, because that is going to be, that and Haven are actually 2 very attacker-sided maps. So my money's on we're going to see Haven come out first for Tri-Kitty Club. And then I really couldn't say either way, you know, what we're going to see second and third here. But I think if Tri-Kitty Club is looking to play to their strengths, again, at least on paper, they're going to look somewhere a little more defensive, and Bind is going to be that location.
You stole the words right out of my mouth. I was gonna say how I do believe Haven and Fracture are more attacker-sided, so we could see Tri-Kitty Club maybe struggle with those 2 maps, being how we talked there, a little more of a defensive-minded team. I do think they could snag Bind here, and I do think that's something they want to put in their first or second. Maybe they save that for the 3rd match if they can get lucky to snag those first 2. They don't want to see Fracture. I wouldn't want to see Fracture being a defensive-minded team. But we're going to see how they tackle this problem. Maybe they've been cooking something up in customs that we don't know about.
It's true. That could absolutely be the case. And so I've got a question for you then, because I feel like it you know, we're both pretty much in agreement on Bind is the most likely choice coming out for Tri-Kitty Club. But what do you feel like in terms of Fracture versus Haven? Where do you think we're going to see Battalion go out of those 2 maps?
That's a tough one. I didn't get to look at Battalion's team as much as I did Tri-Kitty Club, but I do believe with their raise, I think they would be going Haven. With potential to make plays happen with the duelists that the ones that I've seen. Fracture is tough because you have 4 different points you can attack from, and I've never liked playing Fracture, so I don't know why anyone would like playing Fracture. So it's hard to get into that mindset.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I will bring up one thing that I just noticed. I was scanning down through my notes and, you know, looking for anything that maybe jumped out to me, right, about either of these maps, about either Fracture or Haven. And the one thing that did jump out is Kairos has a very good breach. And that is very strong on Fracture. So I think even, regardless of whether or not they pick Fracture or Haven first, when they get the Fracture, they're going to have a pretty big advantage on that. Because on the other side of the equation, looking at Tri-Kitty Club, my big question is who is their initiator? And my money is on Glitch. And we're probably going to see them on the KO. But, is Glitch's KO going to be able to counter Kairos's breach, as far as the initiator role is concerned, right? When we do get to Fracture, that's, I think, going to be a big kind of, not necessarily a duel, right? Because I don't think you typically see initiators dueling each other, but it's going to be, it's going to be an interesting matchup to see which team looks like they have the better push on the site.
Yeah, it's going to be indirect matchup, you can call it.
Right. Yeah. That's a good
duel
term for it.
To see which one is kind of bringing more value to the team. I would love to see it. I'd love to see these little rivalries, kind of friendly rivalries, of course, kind of happen, kind of formulate. But I love KO. He's one of my mains, so I'm kind of secretly rooting that KO is getting this dub over Breach.
Yeah.
But it's time will tell. Time will tell once we get to these maps and once we see what's happening in these matches. Time will tell. We have the map picks. Let's look at this real quick.
Yeah. I gotta scroll over to that. Okay. Oh, I think we misspoke actually.
Yes.
Some of the information we had earlier was a little inaccurate. Yeah, so it looks like Tri-Kitty Club actually banned Fracture, so that's going to take that breach of Kairos kind of out of the equation. We are going to be starting on Ascent, and then and this was Tri-Kitty Club's pick, which I like for them. I think this is a pretty good pick.
I believe they are starting on offense here. Let's see. Yes, Battalion picked the pick. Yes, they started on the offense here, and see they do bring out that KO. Looks like they are kind of not going as defensive minded as we thought, bringing up the Omen, Jet, and Sova. So I do think that maybe we kind of overestimated their defensive mindset, and maybe they have been cooking something up in practice and in customs, because I don't believe that was in the research that I did that was their like most played heroes or anything.
Yeah, I'm taking a look as well, and I forgot to mention at the beginning of the broadcast, there are also going to be a few ringers in this match. So, some of these players we may have been mentioning, they may not even be making an appearance tonight. So we're going to have to take a quick look here in the casting booth and kind of see who it is that we've got in this matchup. So, let's see here. Moment, I believe, is a ringer. Going to be playing on the chamber, so that's a pretty crucial position, right? You're likely going to have them locking things down on mid, so having a ringer in that position going to be interesting.
Yes, you can. Yes, I agree with you 1,000,000%. And in fact, he looks like he's going to be peeking from tree into that catwalk mid area. But it does look like Tri-Kitty Club is all just going to kind of rush it down A. So, well, he's repositioning as I speak, so let's not speak too soon.
No, that's true. Round about to begin here. Let's see how this goes. Tri-Kitty Club, this is definitely going to be, I think, the more difficult side of the map here for them. So, to me, if they could come away with like 5 points or so, 4 or 5 points, they could actually set themselves up for a pretty solid defensive hold. Which coming in.
Like you said, defensive hold, they do have that Killjoy and the KO Sova. I like Sova on defense on this map personally. Looks like on defensive they can hold this a little more well. Like you said, if they can pull away with a 5-7, 4-8, or even a 6-6, then I do think they would be in perfect position to kind of take this map away. Looks like they all rotated B though.
Yeah, big rotation coming through. It's only going to be one defender on B at the moment. That's going to be Faye. But now they're aware of their presence. Toxic going to be dashing onto point now. Greninja throwing out one of their Eager to see if they can find anybody. They know somebody right around the corner. Somebody are taken out as well. That's going to be Ayano Koji. Get the first pick on the Greninja, really opening up the site for the plant.
Yeah, I like how they kind of knew there was only one, so they had strength in numbers and kind of took control of sight here.
And Koji working again to just work back here, but Omen knows that they're there. We're going to see a nice teleport out of Danger's way, but in the meantime, PDK able to get a couple of picks. It's 2v2 on point. Just one member remaining. It's going to be a 1v1 on point, but the spike is ticking down. The advantage here definitely in favor of Omen, but they've been revealed now. Polar seeing if they can find them through the smoke. They can't pick out quite where they were. That's going to be on Yanai. Ayano Koji taking the round for the attackers. Tranquility. Yeah, I was having quite the pixelation issue there, Kid Sprout. So I think in production they're working on seeing if they can take care of that so that we can read the names a little bit clearer. So thank you for working on that behind the scenes for us.
As I'd like to mention here, we're seeing them kind of force by here and not the defenders. I would like to say I saw how they quickly control that site, and even on offense, on attacking here, they kind of played defense, something we said that they would be good at. So,
right,
you know, they're playing to their strengths here, definitely.
They certainly are, and I think one thing as well that you have to think about is if they can get a plant down, their team I think is going to be the stronger team, right? It's just getting to the point of the plant. So, you know, they were able to get on site that time very well last time. If they can do it here as well, I think they could lead them to some pretty big success.
I think you're reading my mind perfectly. It's everything I want to say. You're saying it in your own tongue. So looks like this round.
I should shut up and let you do more talking than someone.
Ooh, a pick. As we're laughing, Toxic kills moment here. You're seeing that Jet kind of do that sniper. Yeah, it's the role I think she is best suited for.
Yeah,
Still
absolutely.
are going a little slow though. Everyone rotates to B. Here's the abilities coming out.
Yep, that's going to be a nice push onto side of Yanokochi, helping to clear things out. But Gap strikes back on the Toxic. That's a pretty big pick. Yanokochi once again making things hard for the defending team. Polar seeing if they can find anybody. They barely miss the spike planter right as they get out of the way. Greninja from side there, peeking out on a point.
The Spectre.
They know there's somebody under in hell.
He's a little low.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough for him because they both got the angle on this. And he's the one who has to push first, right? He has no idea that there's someone behind him. He does find the corner of them, but turns their back and Glitch with some amazing patience lets them take the round.
Some great discipline here. He knew not to kind of peek out. They were both of them were really disciplined right there, not just to try to get that kill. They knew the spike was ticking. They knew the other person had to make a play, so they let them make that play. But it does look like everyone is buying now. But it does look like the attacker side is actually having to kind of light buy here compared to defender side, despite losing 2 rounds, being able to buy rifles and heavy shield. That's interesting. I don't know what to comment on that, because now they're going into this 3rd round with Ghost and Spectre, while these defending side have rifles, and I think that's what's gonna kind of turn the momentum of this round, and we see how far that momentum can go.
Yeah, I'm sure they're looking to see how they can do on this bonus round right here. How much value they can eke out of those initial picks on last round. But this is going to be them working, fighting uphill just a little bit. Polar throwing out a flash. They know somebody's there in mid. Nice Cloud to try and keep their position unknown. Another flash goes out back towards CT. They found Toxic. They're going to be able to take them out as well. But now the paranoia hits Polar. That's going to force him to back off. In the meantime, point is being pushed out onto, but PDK hides, able to lurk well enough in order to get a couple of picks. Now it's just Ayano Koji, who's been doing so well this match. See it if they can take this in a 1v5.
Yeah, that was a beautiful spot by PDK. I don't think I've ever seen someone really hide there. It's one of those things where it's in plain sight that you wouldn't really think to check that corner.
Yeah, that's such a good way of putting it. It is absolutely hiding in plain sight. Now, Ayano Koji has a very interesting puzzle in front of them right now. They're going to want to try and take these fights one by one as much as they can. But They're gonna push out through their smoke. They don't have much time, and the defense will take the round.
I really just do think that was a gun diff. You can't. It's hard to try to be a little more confident whenever you're only pushing with a pistol or a sheriff, and not even knowing if the other team has rifles. So I can see why. But it does look like they're all buying guns now. They're all buying rifles. It'd be a little bit more of a balanced match or a balanced round. Looks like Anna Koji already has 7, if I'm reading that right, and it's really going to be the 4th round. He does look like he's kind of showing out for his team. See if this can keep up.
Scanning ahead.
Absolutely. Gonna be in sonar thrown out. Not very much information gained there. Slow push onto B site right now from a couple of these members, but Spike is hanging out over on A. Attacking squad, Tranquility, looking to just default here at the moment, maybe see if they can get a couple of picks.
Looks like they're not really committing too hard to anything. They're trying to let the defending team make this play first, and it's... Ooh, those did nice. I think one connected.
Yeah, it sounded like one did.
It's not gonna do much besides take off the shield, but hey, you never know. You never know. Let's see, it's still going off a little slowly here. I think they're kind of committing to A though.
And they've got 40 seconds left, so it's they're gonna have to make a move relatively soon here. Drone comes out, doesn't get much information. Shot out of the sky, but now the rotation is starting to come in. They are leaving Fate over there to look, but oh my gosh, PD comes out with a couple of big kills. Moment follows with a pair as well. Try now. They're gonna have to try pretty hard to make this round work in their favor. Just 32 HP. They peek the corner and get taken down. That's an even scoreline.
I swear I peeked, and about 4 of those team members were just gone.
Yeah, right?
Beautiful little kind of hiding in that corner from Moment there, and I saw PDK get 2 of his own. He is also has 7, just as much as Anakoji. Sorry if I am mispronouncing that name. It is a little bit weird to read.
Ayano
And Ayana Koji. There we go.
Yeah,
well,
there you
go. Both kind of having being a star players, but it looks like Try is buying sheriffs and ghosts once again. It looks like they were a little struggling on their econ, while Battalion has been able to buy rifles these past 3 rounds. In fact, PDK bought an Odin.
Oh yeah, and that Odin is just so good on B site, which I think is where they are, isn't it? Yeah, they were on B site, I believe. But now we're getting a push. Yeah, now we're gonna push down through mid. Ooh, somebody tags PDK. They're gonna dash out, throw themselves a little bit of cover, and start to instead try to move B main.
Yeah, they don't push off of that. He's looking right at him. Ooh. As someone who can see through the walls, because we're watching, it's always crazy how like they're just right there on that corner, and the players never know about it.
Right? Yeah, so many times people peek and you know, they just have no idea how close they are to actually, you know, passing somebody. But in the meantime, there's been a flurry of kills on point. It is now a 4v1, heavily in favor of Battalion at the moment. Glitch trying to do anything they can, but it's just not enough. And the Defenders take another round. That's 3 unanswered.
Yeah, it's 3 unanswered. Glitch really couldn't do much there, but you know, at least he got to take one down with them, and made Gap buy a new gun, which is a silver lining of that round. You definitely gotta keep morale high. You did lose 3 in a row, but it is only 3-2. It's still very winnable. You gotta keep your morale high, and then I'm hoping that they do that in their communications right now, because you only lose the game whenever you believe you lose the game.
That's true. And they've got such a good buy this round. They're coming into this with rifles, but Gap gonna be able to take one of them down immediately. That's gonna be a severe blow to their post-plant situation as well. That KJ can really lock things down, for lack of a better phrase. So that's not gonna be here though this time. So unfortunate for them.
This Moment barely gets out of there, and Green Ninja cannot get the pick he was looking for. Looks like he's gonna re-peek though. Never mind, he's running away. Let's see. Yeah, so Moment took a bunch of damage there, and he was barely able to get out. I think he has like 20 HP left, but PDK is on a massive flank, and if he can just get there quick enough, he can get 2 in main.
Oh, beautiful play from Polar. They are traded out, but I love the use there of that Omen smoke for themselves with that flash. It's going to be an ult. Oh, look where they position themselves. Right back there. It's going to be moment now, seeing if they can get anything done, but they've only got 26 HP. DK pushing in now from behind, finds one of the attackers. It's just going to be Ayano Koji. Once again, fakes the plant to see if maybe they can pull out a little bit of defenders, but they have to know at this point he's not planting.
Yeah.
That's going to be PDK for the win.
Yeah, I'm seeing that PDK kind of likes to go for these flanks, kind of likes to go for these off angles, and
yeah,
it's been really paying off well. I do think that Tri-Kitty should maybe have someone kind of watching that flank from now on. Maybe have the K. I know they couldn't this round because Killjoy died off rip, but maybe have that Killjoy set up a turret to watch for PDK, because PDK has been getting a lot of value off those flanks just alone.
Yeah, they really have. Try, I think, needs to be the player to keep alive, right? Because, again, if they can get to this post-plant situation, they're going to be in a much, much better position to win the round. Toxic now pops the Blade Storm. They're going to dash onto point now. Gap holding things down in tree. It's going to be Kiddo, though, who finds the first pick onto Moment. And now things are looking pretty darn good for their chances, but Kill Feed says otherwise at the moment. We're going to see now ultimate thrown out from Fade. Gonna reveal everybody's location. Kiddo with 1 HP.
Oh.
They get the headshot. Beautiful play right there against all odds. But is it gonna be enough? It's a 2v2. Just nobody left standing. The gun diff, I think, there was what won them the round.
You can call it a gun diff, but Kiddo is doing some work with that sheriff. He got
yeah.
2. He 2-tapped them, and man, that was something beautiful to see first person.
Yeah, it really, really was. And, going into that round, it was a save round for Try's Kitty Club. So there, that was a pretty good round. Of course, you want to take the win, but they did some significant damage to the economy, which really needs to be damaged, I think, because it's still looking pretty good.
Oh, I was going to say how I do believe those are Kiddo's 2 first kills, and those being Sheriff 1-taps, something you really got to kind of... Yeah, I believe set his personal morale a little higher. Maybe we can see that in these later rounds. Oh, Grip is doing some work with that op. He's got 2 already.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for them. We're gonna see a rotation come out now. No, through spawn. This is gonna be tough. They do still have their KO though, so it's gonna be on the backs of them, I think, to get to make this work.
And that's what we see Moment been doing these past few rounds. We've seen him do this all match, really. He's just been hiding in that corner, kind of waiting for the team to come in, and it's popping out last second and getting those kills. But it looks like they are going back to be not fully rotating. They got to be careful because he is still watching. Oh, wait. Bad timing? As soon as he stops looking, they cross. Wow.
Right? What do you know?
Like wow, perfectly. As soon as he stopped looking, they crossed.
Yeah. All right, it looks like Tri-Kitty's club is losing a little bit of maybe patience. They're gonna make a break for it, see if they can't take out that take the site on the back of the lockdown. They're able to get 1 pick onto PDK, and that's a big one because they've been showing up in a huge way in the kill field. Though Greninja strikes back, it's just gonna be 2 players left. And now Kiddo doesn't have the lockdown anymore to help with this post plant. It helped him get on the site, but now we're going to see the rest of the defense start to push on the site. KO throws out a flash. It's going to stop them for a moment, buys a little bit more time on the clock. Glitch hiding in Boathouse. They're going to be the last one left, but it's not going to be enough. And despite everything they threw into that round, Tri-Kitty Club just can't come up with the round win.
Well, if any of champions you want to get those last 2 and get in that post plant, it is that Killjoy and that KO, but they were going against 4v2, so it's not something you can hold easily when you have, just the outnumbered advantage, sorry. But I mean, they did fairly well, I think. They
Yeah.
kind of damaged the economy. They got the PDK, making them having to rebuy that Odin. So if you look at his econ now, if he dies one more time, he's not going to be able to afford that Odin again. So it's something they got to kind of keep an eye on.
Yeah.
But they kind of caught him with his cookie, with his hand in the cookie jar. Oh, wait, how's that? How does that phrase go? He was trying to kill
Hand in the
that.
cookie jar. Yeah, got
There
caught
you
with
go.
his hand in the
There you
cookie jar. You got it. You got it. Yeah. Now, even though Tri-Kitty expended that lockdown, they do still have the Hunter's Fury that Sova's holding on to. So they have, again, a lot of post-plant utility. It's just a matter of getting onto site again. And, you know, there's just so much that the other team has to prevent them from doing that right now. I mean, they can pop. Oh, they're going to use the Hunter's Fury to try and get onto site instead. It's going to be a big push out onto A. They found Gap, able to do quite a bit of damage to them, but not take them out. Out of the third of their health gone, and the rest of the defense starting to push over. Nice shock dart from Kiddo.
Did he know he was there? Or did he just kind of get lucky?
No, he knew that he was there at least a moment or two ago because of the Hunter's Fury.
Yes. And wait, the Hunter's Fury, he got lucky with that, I believe. Ooh.
Yeah.
Little fight mid here.
Enemy suppressed.
Let's see how.
Ooh, Polar knows exactly where Toxic is hiding. Able to pick them off. Plant's gonna have to come in pretty soon, and look at this. It's Killjoy all the way over on B, setting it down. Now we're gonna have to see a big rotation come out from both teams because KJ can't hold it on their own, and they know there's a lot of people coming back this way. Glitch with a beautiful kill through mid. Ayano Kochi gonna answer from CT as well. Nice paranoia thrown out from Ayano Koji to take out PDK. And it looks like this is a great opportunity for them to pick up one more round. Going to be the haunt thrown out, identifying a couple players, but not going to be enough to get them the round win. That's going to be Tri-Kitty Club striking back.
And a Koji getting 3 that round, and just I could see the map. I see where everyone is. I kind of forgot that the KJ was on B by herself for a second. So even I was caught by surprise. I can't imagine what they were thinking. Wow, it was a great round. They really needed that round to try to kind of shift momentum. Yeah. I mean, they are still down 6-3, but they can get these next 3, kind of make it 6-6. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but the shift in momentum was something they needed, and this was great for their comms, great for their morale, I believe.
Yeah, it really, really was. I think I would say I'd give Tri-Kitty Club a solid shot here. If they can make it to 4 on this attack, right? If they get 5, then they're putting themselves in a great position, I think, on defense. We're gonna see the ultimate used by KO, but Glitch is taken down immediately. They're in a great spot to res them, though. This shouldn't be too hard for them to do. Gonna be Sova thinking about it right here. They've just got to make sure they don't peek the corner too soon, but no, they're not quite able to get him up. That's gonna be just try left. Gonna see how much damage they can do. They're gonna be good for at least 1, picking up the spike on the way. PDK though wins out that duel.
Yeah, at least they were able to take out the op there. I do believe Moment probably picked that up for him. I'm not sure.
PDK's got it. They were able to hand it off.
They picked it up for him. But I don't think they realized they could have rested him there and been in a good position to kind of keep going. I think they got a little what's the word? Too cautious. Sometimes you just kind of
around that corner. I agree.
Yeah,
yeah, the other team didn't quite have the angle, did they?
No, they did not. You could. I think you saw his outline, but you didn't see the actual agent.
Yeah.
So what's happening here?
Card thrown out.
They're looking right at each other.
I know, through the smokes. It's just incredible. It's Kiddo holding down this line as well. Who's gonna come out with a better snipe? Oh my gosh, Gap missed an opportunity right there, but maybe got a little bit freaked out as well. And Okochi may be in for a surprise as they round this corner, though.
Oof.
Nice shot taken there. Gap does find Ayano Koji. That's a big pick right there. And Jet is about half health, so things are looking pretty good for Battalion at the moment. Glitch now at about half health as well. They're caught in a tough position right here. Even though only 1 player is down, their positioning is leaving them very, very vulnerable. Glitch, they know exactly where he is. So it's going to be up to Try on the KJ, I think, to see if they can catch PDK or someone else in this crossfire when they try to take out Glitch.
Yeah, I do think they're gonna try to go for the refrag here, but that's not something
30 seconds left.
they can do being down a person here.
Yeah.
Look, they have Glitch just kind of stuck. Ooh, barely. It's a tough fight. PDK has 22, but the Jet is also low on both teams, really.
Yeah. 15 seconds left to go for Plant, and I don't think this is going to happen for Tri-Kitty Club. They've got to push really, really quickly, and the spike is all the way back in spawn. The route is going to be theirs. Now, the most they can hope to do is a little bit of econ damage.
Yeah, I think they just kind of saved here. Yeah, nothing's happening crazy. The PDK. Ooh.
Oh, that is a tough break there for Tri-Kitty Club.
And now, even on the last round, they really can't buy anything crazy. They're mostly going to be buying rifles, but you have Kiddo and Try having to go opt for a Marshall and a Spectre here, which it's not something you want to, especially on this last round. You kind of want to be able to splurge your money, but you know, different circumstances, they would have been able to. Ooh. I always kind of hold my breath in those moments. Wow, Kiddo actually was able to find Fuller.
Yeah, that was pretty fantastic.
Sometimes in those moments like that, I think I just let the game freaks for itself, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Silence can be powerful. Yeah, I think that's something that you learn as you go, you know, as well.
I don't think they know PDK is right there.
No, they had no idea.
Wow, he could have kept shooting and gotten that frag, but I don't know if he saw him behind. He plays it safe. I think he was caught up in the moment, which is, I mean, you're good. You never want to overcommit, so getting that one and getting out saved is a lot better than, you know, trying to fight for that second one.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that was a huge play for Greninja. PDK got to be able to finish out the half, and that is a 9-3 for us in the score line. So, are we going to be cursed or not?
I didn't want to say it, but there's a 3-9 curse. You know,
yep.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
It is. So, it gets in your head, you know? Like if you're Battalion, you have to be thinking about it, right? It's got to be there in the back of your head somewhere, right? Sowing a little bit of doubt, sowing a little bit of a seed of doubt.
It's always in the back of my head. Let's hope that they don't think too hard about this, because I feel like half of the 9-3 curse is you believing there is a 9-3 curse.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm excited to see PDK on offense here. He is kind of an offensive agent here, but we saw him go crazy last half. So.
Yeah, we certainly did. And this is definitely going to be where Tri-Kitty is going to look their strongest. So I'm excited to see how this is going to go in this pistol round. We're going to see a smoke thrown out from Omen. Push on to point is going to yield 1 kill traded for each side. And Okochi now rotating. We see everybody on the defense pushing over onto the A site. Gap is going to plant right in front of Generator, taking up a defensive position in Tree.
They took A site here kind of easily, so I do believe they're trying to play for retake. They closed the door on them though.
It's going to be Polar hanging out in Tree, waiting for someone to push through. They find the flash. They've got to take out somebody, but they missed the golden opportunity right there, and Toxic is going to take the kill. Ninja going to be good for 1. Can they find another? It's going to be PDK. Last person left. They just have to buy enough time. 10 HP. They can't defuse. They can't fake it at this point. It's going too quickly. They do get the defuse, and that will be Tri-Kitty Club picking up a beautiful pistol round.
Yeah, I mean, on these pistol rounds, you kind of sense the momentum, and look, they not. I do believe Battalion here is kind of. Oh wait, no, sorry. Tri-Kitty Club here is kind of forcing. They're getting their Spectres out. We saw how that kind of turned out for them last round. It kind of messed up their econ a little bit and kind of set a ripple effect in these later rounds. But they should be able to kind of gun diff them on this second round. Kind of get some, like I said, momentum. I'm a big believer in momentum personally.
Yeah.
So, what is happening?
Yeah, I think that momentum is absolute. It's huge in this game. I mean, not only is it their psychologically nice pick from Kiddo, beautiful plays. That's gonna be the attacking squad just halved immediately.
Yeah, and Anakoshi there kind of saved him a little bit, but not before Kiddo was able to get 2, almost 3. He's a little low now, but if Kiddo was to die now, he got more than enough value for this round.
Yeah.
Oh wow, and he almost gets chamber there.
Oh my gosh.
A lot.
And look at this, Polar's just running away. Doesn't even have the spike. I'm not sure what he's gonna do. I mean, he's not saving anything this round. So
yeah, he does just have
is he just going for the long flank? Is he just going to do damage?
I guess he just kind of grabbed that ult orb because
Maybe
what
just
else
wanted
is
the
there
ult
really
orb.
to do?
Yeah.
I mean, he got something out of this round. So,
Yeah, that's fair. That's true.
let's see. Maybe he could take 1 or 2 of them out if he's able to. Then no, I think he's just toxic here.
30 seconds left.
Oh.
If he was able to take out toxic, maybe get another one, then he could have kind of messed with their econ a little bit. But yeah, Try Kitty Club is just looking a little dominant on defense here. I don't want to say it too early.
Right, don't want to jinx it necessarily.
Yes, I say that because here is where I see the dilemma with buying on round 2. You have Battalion buying all rifles and heavy shield, but you still have Try Kitty Club going with their Buckies and their Spectres, with Toxic's actually still going with his Sheriff light shield, which I do believe he should buy. I don't know if he's going to. He has enough to.
Yeah, he has enough to buy for next round, so maybe just feels really good on the Sheriff. Could be part of it right there. It's going to be a quick push out onto A site. We're going to see the Haunt used almost immediately, but smokes do come out from Omen. That's going to be PDK using their Cloudburst, though, to try and get onto site. They find a couple of picks on the way in. This defense looking a little haggard at the moment. Try does strike back for 1, and that was Spike Carrier, so now they have a little bit of an opportunity here, but it's already been picked up. KO already pushing out onto site. Polar just barely seen in Try sights. But holding,
that's gotta be somewhat of a trigger to playing. But you can shoot that, but you're not gonna get that kill with the Spectre from that range. So, but on the other hand, they don't know you're there. But you also gotta make something happen here. Yeah, you also gotta make something happen. You and Anakoshi here. He does get smoked off.
I think it was the right move though, waiting for Anakoshi to rotate, right? Because they're gonna have the lion's share of the health. Oh boy, this is tough. Moment finds him in the smoke. Now we're going to see the push out from Try to try and get something, but won't be in the cards this time, and Battalion takes their 10th.
Yes. Do you think that might have just been a gun diff? You did mention, yeah, I see, that's what it was. Toxic was saving for an op, and I see it now. I see it now why they didn't buy last round. But let's hope that wasn't, I don't know if they have that kind of round speed playing with this, because it is 10-5, so it's hard to say, okay, it's okay if we lose this round if we want to buy next round. Because the 10-5 deficit, is going to be hard to kind of... They're making it a little bit harder for themselves to come back here.
Revealing area.
You did mention them being comfortable with the Sheriff, and I want to mention that earlier. Kiddo has been looking really good with the Sheriff, actually.
Yeah, they have.
Coming in.
PDK gonna be good for the first and second kill right there. Things are looking a little rough once again on the defense. PDK already pushing through into CT, so they're gonna have great coverage there as well as anyone tries to push through. Toxic, last player remaining with that op, and I don't know, you might just consider saving it here, seeing if maybe you can get 1 or 2 picks from a distance, but ooh, it's gonna be Moment who comes up with a pick, and they're gonna get the op as well.
Yeah, and so now they're in a really difficult position because now they're not able to fully buy here, so they're in a tough spot, because if they save this round in order to buy next round, it's like, do you want to save this round and make it a 12-5, or do you want to try to force and maybe get a 6-11? They're really back against the walls here.
Yeah, they really
like
are
saving though.
I think that's the play.
Just like just saving.
I think saving is the play, because you don't want to be in a position where you're looking at, sudden death and you don't have the guns to adequately prepare. So Anakoshi gonna take that deafen there from Fade. Side staying very quiet at the moment because the rotation is coming through mid.
Yeah, I do see Kiddo is kind of watching that area. As soon as he looks away.
Ooh. Toxic taking a couple shots in mid, misses them, but Glitch is gonna be there and good for one with the lurk and the frenzy. Polar though does strike back, so a 4v4.
They're not in a tough
B-site.
position.
A lot of pressure
He's out
coming
of
from
that
mid. Yeah. Ooh, Polar gonna be good for one though. That's gonna make things a little more difficult. Trades come out. 3v2. But they're gonna have an easy plant on site as the other two defenders are both in mid and A. Ooh. Koji at least able to force the TP out of chamber right there. Forces them back just a little bit. Has an idea of where he is. Gonna be the last player left, but Moment once again finds him in the smoke.
Yeah, they were definitely able to do a little bit of damage there. Making
Yeah.
them have to rebuy shields, making them have to buy guns here, but their econ is a little too powerful. As you see, Polar is maxed out on money there, and they all have enough money to play with for the next couple rounds. So they're really gonna be going up against these rifles for the next few rounds. It's not like they're gonna damage econ. They have to. This is do or die for them. They really have to win this round no matter what. So let's just see. So they're kind of splitting the chamber on the oop. Almost,
Yeah.
a little bit behind.
Gonna hear Fade use her ult to get onto site. It's gonna be the Hunter's Fury now coming out as well to try and counter that push in. It's definitely gonna slow the team down and split them up, but PDK still gonna be good for a kill. Gap finds one as well. This is gonna be a huge advantage now for the attacking squad. 2v4. Gonna be down to Glitch. They throw out the knife. Doesn't find anybody, and that's unfortunate because Gap is definitely flanking right now. But they were covering back, but no, it's just gonna be Gap finding Glitch in the end, giving Battalion the win.
Yeah, I do think that just a couple of times where they were perfectly looking at a corner, perfectly looking at a sight line, and they turned for 2 seconds. And so that's whenever that play happened, or they cross over the bridge, not the bridge, sorry, the little doorway. And as someone who we can see, through the door, through the walls, we're just like stop, like they're right there. It's kind of a little infuriating, but of course they can't. Hopefully they can't. Hopefully.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but it's a little entertaining, a little like what's the word, like edge of your seat type of moment for me.
Yeah, it creates a lot of tension, that's for sure.
Exactly. That's the word I was looking for, tension.
Yeah. So we're at a 1-0 situation for Battalion. So are we gonna see the same thing that's repeated before? Are we gonna see another 2-0 come out, or can Try's Kitty Club come away with something? Can they fight back? Can they claw their way back into this and get themselves a win to see the third map? So only time will tell. Let me take a look and see where we are going next before we throw it to a break, so that we can all have some time to think about how this might play out.
So it
will be Haven. Yeah, it will be Haven. Haven is going to be our next map. So again, I think this is looking good for Battalion because they're gonna have a good time, I think, on Haven. So can the defensive prowess of Try's Kitty Club come in clutch here, or are we going to see Battalion continue their charge through this game? We'll be right back in just a few short minutes. Any final words from you, Kid Shroud, before we throw it to break?
No, not nothing has already been said. I'm looking forward for this, seeing you after this break. Hopefully we can see some better play from both of these teams. Hopefully we get this match to go the distance.
All right, see you all back here in about 5 minutes. Hello and welcome back to the action. If you are just joining us, we are here watching Battalion go up against Try's Kitty Club. It's a 1-0 affair at the moment, Kid Shroud. And what do you think? What do you think about our next map, Haven?
I do think it's going to be a little bit. I think if any map was to be Try's Kitty Club, it would have been a set. I do think it's going to be a little bit of a struggle here because, as you mentioned, they are a little bit of a defensive-minded team. We saw most of their wins come from defense, I believe.
Actually,
Or,
you know,
I could be wrong about
that was
that.
something I noticed from the end. It was actually more on offense. They
it
had
was more
5
on
at the
offense,
end.
yeah. There we
3
go.
on
there we go.
attack and 2 on defense. So that was a little surprising to me. Yeah, because I noticed that. Yeah.
Well, even on the offense, we saw them kind of take control of Slight immediately and then kind of play defense with the spike. So even whenever they were, you know, on offense here, they were kind of playing to their strengths here.
Yes. Yes.
So I do think that's something that they can do here. I do think that's something they have potential to do here. But I guess we got to kind of see their characters, or not the characters, their agents here. Looks like Toxic is hovering over that chamber. I do think he was doing good on Jet, and I feel like Haven is kind of a Jet map to kind of go. So let's see what he's thinking. We saw some really good play from. I'm gonna butcher this name again. Correct me here. Ayana Koji.
You got it. You got it.
There we go. And PDK. We saw some great play here. We saw that was kind of both of their main, like I guess, stars of their team kind of showing out. Let's see if PDK was on the Jet actually, and as I mentioned, I believe that Haven is a Jet map, so I do think PDK will have a chance to kind of shine here again. Let's see though. Green Ninja is opting for the Sky. It's something we didn't see. It looks like Try's Kitty Club is almost going with a whole new lineup.
Yeah, actually. This is very unusual. if I'm being perfectly honest, coming out from Try's Kitty Club, I've been you know kind of racking my brain trying to wrap my head around this and what it means for the map.
Yeah, we saw Battalion here. They are going for the same thing, except they got a Sky instead of, I forgot who they were last round, but they got a Sky now, but mostly the same lineup. But Try's Kitty Club has an almost entirely new lineup with 3 duelists. Actually, I just noticed that 3 duelists. So, but I guess that is something you kind of see with Haven being more of an attacker siding map. I don't know, let's see. I did forget to mention last round, but I do think Try's Kitty Club, something that kind of was how do I say this? Something that kind of not caused their downfall, but was a contributing factor was that they forced on round 2, which kind of messed up their econ for the rest of the rounds, and then we saw them kind of struggle both halves really with money and with the econ and stuff. So I do think hopefully they kind of learn from their mistakes here, kind of learn that even if they win these first 2 rounds, maybe they don't force you. Maybe they kind of be a little more conservative, so that on that 3rd bonus round they do get the rifles and not just Spectres and Buckies and Marshalls and stuff like that. Because we do know that the Battalion, we do know that they will get their thing. It looks like they're all kind of going A except for Polar.
Oh wow, very aggressive push on the defense coming out here. Kiddo already able to take out Gap and secure the spike. Polar gonna be good for another pair. PDK fires one off as well, and now Battalion looking really rough. You know, this is something very, very interesting, Kiddo, that I want to point out is that Try's Kitty Club has won the first 2 rounds of each half. They have run the pistol round every single time.
Wow, that was kind of a nasty sheriff shot right whenever he said that. I feel like Anakoji's kind of playing with that thing, but it does get noticed there. I don't think there was really anything he could do being a 1v4, 1v5.
Oh.
I'm not. But
you know, we've got the names reversed on stream.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I was like, wait a minute, Polar's not on Try's Kitty Club.
Yeah, okay. Point that out for me. I think I was calling them the wrong names then.
Yeah, no, I think we both were. Yeah.
Okay, well.
So this is actually a departure then, because Try's Kitty Club won the pistol rounds both times on Ascent. So now this is a little rougher for them.
Yes, it is. Well, it looks like they do have kind of an attacker side comp here with
they do
Reina Yoju. I think that's why they are kind of being aggressive and kind of being on attack, even though they are defending here. Whereas that's what we saw last round. Looks like they kind of slowed down this round actually. So
Yeah, they are.
quiet. Ooh, I don't know if that's saw.
Oh, they did. Yeah, just out of the corner of the screen, I'm sure. Gonna be a nice entry onto site C. It's gonna give them a pretty big advantage. Plant will go down.
There's Kiddo.
Kiddo stops Polar in their tracks with a shotgun to the face.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh.
PDK gonna be good for a pair again. Try. Left with nothing much to do. They do have a shotgun, though. They do have a Bucky. Ooh, but they're gonna be alerted to his presence, and Moment takes him out in short order.
I will say I do like how on these rounds, who is it, Kiddo? Yeah, Kiddo. He's been getting value on these kind of budget, these econ rounds. He's doing a lot of damage with the Sheriff last map, and we see him get a kill here with the Bucky. And even on the last up, we did see him get what, 2 with the Bucky, almost 3 in that one round. I do think it is his kind of a strong suit. You see him opt for Sheriff as I'm speaking. Sheriff Light Shield. Looks like they're saving on this 3rd round.
PDK not gonna find anybody with the updraft, but still has the knives out. Not sure if they connected, but they took a little bit of damage right there. Dash has been activated, so they're gonna need to use it quickly. They do just that, and unfortunately don't find the kills with the Blade Storm, so they're just back to a Spectre now.
Ooh, okay, they took control of site a little easy here. Looks like they're playing for a retake. Let's see if he sees him pull it. Ooh, see his head. He's able to dodge those bullets here. Ooh.
Oh wow, Moment able to get a pick with the Bucky once again. Gap now looking towards heaven. Both 2 of the defenders are up there. 3rd one coming in through B right now. Toxic flanking. Glitch able to get a little bit of damage in, but down to 10 HP themselves. Gonna be PDK finding Toxic. It's now just up to Glitch. Can they come away with a pick here or 2? Perhaps even a round win? No, they're gonna be taken out at the last moment by none other than Moment.
I do believe that with any other gun that wasn't the Frenzy, he's able to kill Sky there, Green Ninja. So I just kind of, I don't want to say gun diff, because I do believe he probably was not going to win that 1v5 situation. It is very unlikely. But he would have gotten that 1 kill, maybe kind of snagged off Chamber, because Chamber was, I believe, like at 10 HP. We couldn't see him do some damage. Maybe hurt their econ a little bit. But we do see them all buying, except PDK is going with that Spectre, and as well as Gap. Actually, I think I saw a Judge. I think I saw a Judge on this defending side.
Yeah.
See if he's camping a corner here, or what he opts to do with that.
Oh wow, Ayano Koji pushes out very aggressively and is rewarded with a pick on the Polar. So this initiation gonna have to be on the back of Sky now. Gonna see here throw out some util true to try and get a little information, but rotation is gonna come through now. But the defense is wary of it as well. We see Ayano Koji already onto A and has thrown out their teleport as well.
Yeah, we see they all kind of are hovering in that little window area with Sky being on grass. Timber's kind of just hiding on A real quick, seeing if he can maybe find a flanker. But I don't think anyone's going to be going, so he's just kind of not getting much value there besides hiding. Looks like he might be on a flank of his own, actually.
Yeah, this could be pretty powerful coming out from him. Definitely want to keep an eye on this flank, but at the moment, a push coming out onto B, Ayano Koji able to use their
30 seconds left.
doppelganger to pretty good success right there. And just 30 seconds left to go. This push has to be on B. Oh my gosh, Moment. A flank.
Oh, if only he kept spraying, he could have gotten try right there. I don't think he that. Try. It's gonna get PDK.
Yeah, try finding value with that shotgun. Only 10 seconds left to go for the plant. And look at this, it's made it onto A. The long fake onto B. They actually pull it out onto A. Gap does get the plant. It's gonna be Moment finding Toxic in the middle though. Lurking Glitch. They're throwing out a few orbs onto site to make sure they got some of these sidelines shut down. Gonna be good for 1 from heaven. Now it's just a 1v2. They may be able to do something, but no! Oh, Gap finds them as they're going out the window.
That's still that ace from Moment. You see Moment shooting him right there. Wow, that would have been something crazy to see right there. I actually want to mention that Moment is kind of lurking on all these.
Yeah.
Even on attack here, we see him lurking. He is able to kill Toxic off of that. We saw that a bunch last round. Him kind of hiding in that corner, letting the defenders walk past him or the attackers walk past him, and him getting that 1 or 2 kills. It was working out for him. He is 6-0 right now, and his team is up 4 rounds. Well, I'm sure because a lot of those kills had a lot of impact.
Oh yeah, they certainly did. 4-0 though is the scoreline for Battalion, and this is unfortunate because I mean this is again kind of where we thought Try's Kitty Club would be strong, but they've made such an offensive-minded comp. It's making things tough for them here on defense.
Well, Moment, or not, sorry, Kiddo was able to find one. Kind of
Oh wow.
No, Toxic finds one as well. PDK, do you think he's just gonna kind of bait that out? Oh my goodness.
Nice shot from
That was a
Kiddo.
nice shot.
Kiddo's really been a very big presence on this squad for Try Kitty. I really like what I've seen from them so far tonight.
Yes, I agree. Kiddo, I feel like every time I see one of his kills, it's always a clean headshot. It's
Right?
never, it's never one of them like spraying down. It's always just a dink or a dink.
One enemy remaining.
He gets right there.
Oh, and look at that.
He's got 3.
Yeah, that's incredible. Kiddo is just fantastic. I really enjoy watching them play. Moment
30
though,
seconds left.
they've been a hero before. Can they make a heroic play here? They've got to go back for the spike, which is all the way in window. This is going to be really tough for them to pick it back up. But
He does know where Kiddo is now.
oh my gosh, are they going to get the ace this time around?
He
They
got the 8
do.
this time.
Moment gets the 4K last round and the 5K this round.
With 5 HP, by the way. With 5 HP. I do think that if Kiddo didn't throw that fireball there, maybe he doesn't look twice. Maybe he doesn't look left. He could have waited for that ring and kind of get that crossfire there. I think he got a little overzealous, but you know, they're definitely seeing that they have potential to win a round right here. It's all about the momentum. They're kind of doing a weird little save, half forced buy here with them buying Judges, Rifles, and Ares.
Yeah.
What he is doing here.
Powerless.
Yeah, they do need to get the momentum, but Moment at least is on the side of Battalion right now. That's been so big. Gonna try and take Moment out right here. That is a huge pick in favor of Try's Kitty Club. It's gonna be one of their first advantages in the kill beam. We've seen this map, and it's going to continue as Kiddo gets another pick.
Yeah, I do think taking Moment out is definitely something you got to do at the beginning of the round.
What? Polar with the spray and pray on the KO, able to get 1 pick, but this is gonna be tough for them. They've got to pick up 3 right here, and Spike already getting defused. They're gonna swap over to another gun, see if maybe they can get the spray through, but the defuse is in.
I like to believe I spoke that one into existence.
Right? I like it. You just manifested it.
We saw a Moment go down there pretty early by a very aggressive play by Koji. He ulted all the way into their spawn with a...
Yeah.
They had some sort of shotgun. I'm sure it was a shorty, I believe. Wow, something that you really have to have the confidence to do that, especially against someone who was 11-0, didn't even have a death at that time. So you really got to have the confidence to make a play like that against their top player, and it's definitely going to set morale momentum up a little bit.
Oh yeah, it certainly will. I mean, it's just a beautiful play. Recognition that you need to take Moment out of the fight first, and if you can do that, things are going to look a lot better for you. This could be another very decisive round win for them, but the spike is going to get planted, so things are looking a little tough for them. We're going to see the Rolling Thunder now pushed in. That's going to make things really tough, but beautiful molly there from KO to prevent at least a little bit of a push from coming out, or at least as quickly. Going to be a flurry of blows on point, leading to a 3v3 situation. Koji, though, finds Jet high on top of the box. We're going to see Astra now utilize their stars. Ooh, they're actually just going to pull them back, potentially waiting for this defuse to come in. Greninja's going to be just about good for it. Here come the Seekers, see if they can get anybody at the last moment. They spray through the smoke, but they can't find the pick.
You know what they say, pros don't fake.
Pros don't fake.
Pros don't fake. You gotta know that. And we do see that the 2 rounds they have won so far. Moment has fallen early in the early in this round. So see if maybe Moment. I don't know if Moment is just kind of playing a little too. I don't want to say cocky. Maybe playing a little overconfident. Overconfident now that he's kind of gotten that ace, gotten that 4K. Maybe he's kind of got to check himself just a little bit. He doesn't want to, you know, ruin his own eco, because if he dies right here, he's not gonna be able to buy a rifle next round. So
Yeah.
let's see what's
Ooh, Ayano spraying down main a little bit. Is gonna see KO out there. Gets a nice blind, but can't get the picks. That's unfortunate.
doing a lot of
Throws
damage.
out their
Oh,
duplicate. Nice pick from PDK. We're gonna use that Blade Storm, but got the Cosmic Divide up now from Astra as well. That's gonna cause some problems for the sightlines of Battalion. This is gonna go down though, and right when it does, they are all in position to cover gap as well. This plant will go in. And Okoji's able to find one. It's a 3v2 now. Polar throws out the flash. He's gonna be able to get a little bit of positioning on site, but the threat's gonna be coming from TT and Evan. From the moment takes the care of one of them. It's gonna be Toxic now. Polar last player standing here for Battalion. Can they come away with this round win? Nice use of ult there, or utility from Try. They know exactly where Polar is. They're going for the defuse. They got to take out Toxic first, though, but they take them out instead. And that's going to be the 3rd round in a row for Try's Kitty Club.
that was a fantastic round. I really thought both teams had that round at different points.
Right? Yeah.
I need a drop.
Yeah. Let's see this here. So Anakoji has their ult here. Quickly, I think didn't he just use that like 2 rounds ago?
Yeah, he just had it 2 rounds ago.
Well, he has his ult again. So does Moment. So I do think maybe he doesn't buy a gun here. He uses his ult actually. So maybe being a little overconfident, not buying a gun here isn't that big of a deal. But does he use his ult, because the rest of his team is on a kind of a save here.
Yeah, this is an interesting look coming out from Battalion right now. They definitely have to save and play for next round. But they are going to see if they can take this round on the back of Moment's ult. It's going to be Ayano Koji, though, using Dimensional Drift. Not going to find him this time in spawn, so that's pretty big.
They know he's
pretty big. Yeah.
They get him right there.
Yep. Cap's able to pick out Try onto point.
Spike planted.
It's going to be Kiddo now. See if they can get some value, but nice use of the stars over there in that corner. Polar at about half health now on point, but the 3v5, so this is firmly in advantage of Battalions right now. Toxic looking for the flank, but Moment's covering it with the tour de force.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, nicely done by PDK. And that's going to be the 6th round for Battalion.
Lich was able to find 2, but it's okay for Battalion because that was a save round for them anyways. They did that so they could buy this round. And now look at that. Look how quickly it changes. You see, Try's Kitty Clubs here has to do a save round of their own, and they were just won 3 in a row.
It just gained momentum. It just got momentum.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little hard for them to kind of get that momentum back so late in the first half. I don't know if the momentum can shift again. I think it's tough because they really should have won that round being up with the gun diff.
Yep. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That should have been theirs, but drop the ball on a little bit. Nice flash though coming out from Kiddo. Gonna be pushed back though on the site. Parakills come in. Greninja gonna get the better of that one right there. Polar is gonna get the plant off onto B site. But here comes in the Null Void from KO. That's gonna shut down quite a bit. Glitch is good for 1 kill. Nice positioning though coming out here from Battalion, or Try's Kitty Club. They've got both sides of the site covered. Can they catch anybody in the crossfire here? Polar takes a little bit of damage. Kiddo now gonna use the run it back to push out on the site. Finds one. Their clone gonna be taken out, but Greninja knows exactly where it is. Takes them out of the equation. It's just gonna be up to Astra. Can Glitch get anything done? They're good for 1 kill, but now it's too late to get the spike. They're just gonna see if they can get something done with the econ or maybe escape with a gun of their own.
Oh, where he was. Yeah, I was gonna say I do think Polar dies here. and
Yeah,
he was not able to
just
get
barely.
out quick enough. But it's okay because at the end of the day, you still got the win for that round. You still got the win for your team, and you are still buying a gun this round. So not the end of the world for him, you know.
Right.
Ideally, you know, it doesn't look good having that extra death, but you know, I don't think it's that big of a deal personally. We saw Glitch kind of do some good things there. I don't know if you saw. I think he got 2 that round himself. I'm seeing sparks from different players of Try's Katie Club. It's hard pinpointing who I think their best player is because every few rounds, one of them pops off, and it's not the same one twice in a row.
No, you're right. It's a really good team effort that they're showing this game. To see the Seekers come out from a main plant will happen with a pretty big ease. They're able to clear that side, I think, very effectively with the Seekers. Prize Kitty Club giving it up almost for free. Glitch, they're going to be taken out early on. Gap good for a second now. Gonna use the TP to try and get behind the breach. Try taken down by some beautiful play. Ayano Koji realizes at the last moment they're going for a knife kill now. Ayano Koji gets them with a shorty, and it's a 2v2.
Yeah, he was playing tricks with them in his mind. I think.
Yeah.
I think he was just trying to respect the knife 1v1 and pulled out that shorty.
Yeah.
It is a 2v here, so.
Yeah, Tri-Skating Club definitely has an opportunity, but they're going to have to make a move soon, and there might not be enough time. Once again, they waited a little bit too long, and with a molly going off on Spike, that's going to be another round for Battalion.
And Koji knows he can't make it out in time, so he just watches as that blows up in his face. It's kind of a... Let's see here. Can they get this 4-8? If they get 4-8 on defense, beating with the team composition they have, I don't think it's too bad of a position there, and they have like a really offensive mind composition here, and so
yeah, they really
being able to snag this 4th win, I do think that sets them up to have, I don't want to say even odds, but they're not in that bad as like if you were just a first seed. Oh, a 4-8. So let's just see how this last round goes.
Push coming out through Garage and C main. Secret Ninja getting a little bit of information there, but Toxic able to take out that dog with a flurry of bullets coming out from the Odin. Still thrown out again in Garage. Gap going to be caught out by a nice play from Try. The follow-up from Toxic was beautiful as well. Plant coming in, another pick from Toxic. This Empress yielding a lot of results here. Oh my gosh, they're going to be good for a third.
Toxic got 3.
They're going to go for the ace here. Toxic leading the charge once again. Checking their corners.
Last player standing.
Ooh. It's Kiddo going to be good for a pair, though, and that's going to be another round in favor of Try's Kitty Club. Beautiful play coming out from them to make this half 8-4.
Yeah, it's a perfect way to kind of end off that half. Battalion, I say 8-4. Now I think this is where they shine. Maybe I do believe Chamber having the Yuto Hida, they did call for a timeout.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what that's about. It's someone. Maybe they just
you never know. You never know. Like, I remember I was in a game and you know, the casters were talking about like, oh, this is a great time for a timeout. They're probably talking about this, that, and the other. And literally all it was is one of our players was like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom real bad.
I was just about to say that. I was gonna talk about how whenever back in my playing days, I remember calling for a timeout because one of my teammates really had to go to the bathroom. They were talking a little bit too much water before the game, and it was just oof. But I don't know. Maybe they're discussing strategy. Maybe they're just are going to the restroom. Let's hope it's nothing serious. Let's hope it's nothing bad.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Absolutely. But the minute almost expired here, and Try's Kitty Club gonna have the momentum coming into this, and they're my favorites going into Pistols round. Even though Battalion took it on this map, I think they just look fantastic on a pistol round.
Yeah, they have won 3 of the 4 last pistol rounds, and I think the first 2 rounds actually. Let me think about that for a second. There has
2 out of the last 3 pistol rounds. Yeah,
2 of the last 3 pistol rounds, and they won the second round 2 of the last 3 times as well. So
Oh yeah, you're right. They did. Yeah.
if they're able to do that and win those first 2 rounds and kind of get it to a 6-8 and kind of keep that momentum, we could be looking at a different story than last round. Oh, we
Really could.
not liking this for Gap.
Oh yeah, Gap. Yeah, pushed a little too far forward and paid for it with his life. It's gonna be a nice push onto point, but yeah, Yano Koji finds moment as well. Greninja seeing if they can get somebody in garage. They will be able to do just that. Making a little bit of a dent in the composition here. Yano Koji finds Polar on the flank, and I feel like that was a little bit slow reaction there coming out from Polar, but maybe they just had their knife
Last
out.
player standing.
PDK trying to do everything they can. They're going to be good for 1. It is a 1v2. This is absolutely winnable for them. They take a shot, dash back to safety. But now, Trice Kitty Club, they know exactly where PDK is. They're going to try and peek this corner slowly. But Ayano Koji going to be good for the kill with the Frenzy.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's safe to bet on Trice Kitty Club to win pistol rounds from now on. I think say what you want about them being 0-3. I think if I was to bet on anyone, if it being a pistol round, I'm betting on Trice Kitty Club.
Same. Yeah, they've shown absolutely tremendous prowess with that. And part of me wonders if it doesn't have to do with Kiddo, right? Who we saw doing so well with the Sheriff previously on Ascent.
Exactly. That's actually good. Oh, moment here. He's going off a little. I don't think he.
Oh my
he
gosh.
learned from Gap. Oh wait. Yeah, he died. He wasn't able to teleport quick enough.
It was a
It's like
good
they knew he
effort.
was there. It's like they
But-
knew he was there.
Look at this. At least 2 of their players sporting shorties right now. PDK picked off again. Greninja going to see if they can get something here. Gap is good for 1, but Glitch finds 2. And with that kind of a lead, they give him. Yeah, Polar is just
Polar.
hiding.
He doesn't know what to do. Nothing to
No.
save here. He
What do you do?
guess he's gonna try to go on a long flank. Maybe get Glitch there. Oh, just out of sight of Kiddo there
Right?
with the
Polar.
Marshall.
Polar
Only
now
thing that-
returning from Narnia.
Only thing now is that they did have to force buy to win this second round, which means I don't know if they're gonna have the gun advantage.
I can do this.
Ooh.
He does have a Spectre, so he can make something happen. Not enough time to, but at least he can.
Oh, yeah, he's
Dude,
just going to run away with the Spectre, I guess.
Did do a little bit of damage to their econ. He's going. Is he trying to rebuild?
yeah.
Oh, wait,
Ayano Koji
they're
looking
gonna
from.
be.
Gonna go with the flash. Almost finds him. Polar does survive. Oh,
died to-
that was a good move, right? He threw his gun away,
Yeah.
died at the end, gets a little bit of money, a little bit more money going into this next buy round.
Yeah. So look at this. Oh, actually, they weren't able to buy. They're not able to buy rifles like I thought, except for Polar and. Oh, well, they are all rifles. I eat my words. Moment is the only one that isn't able to buy heavy shield rifle. But
Yeah.
look at this as Trice Kitty Club, despite winning 2 rounds in a row, the first 2 rounds, they're not able to all buy rifles here. So they're kind of going on a light, kind of going
Yeah.
on econ here. And it's kind of weird to think that you win 2 rounds in a row and you sort of get punished for it on the 3rd round.
Yeah, that bonus round is always interesting. Ooh, PDK going for a very aggressive push right here. They're gonna pay for it again, and I gotta tell you, Battalion, they're just shooting themselves in the foot every single time with these aggressive pushes on defense. Greninja, though, gonna be good for 1. Here's the TP behind them from Ayano Koji. Gonna be able to flash somebody else with the guiding light. It's gonna be Toxic, though, with the Bucky around the corner, able to pick them off, and now Sight is firmly under Tri-Kitty Club's control. We're gonna hear Toxic use the Empress as well as Kiddo plants.
If I'm Toxic, I would have just kind of hid in the corner and stayed with the Bucky, actually.
Right? Yeah, they were doing a little bit better with that, as now Battalion has turned this into a 3v0 and will get the defuse.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they did really good for that kind of save round. But then again, I don't know. Bonus round, 3rd round is weird to me. I think that it is 6-9. It's not out of reach for Tri-Kitty Club. But
No.
they do kind of got their work cut out for them. I do want to say that Toxic these last 3 rounds and these on offense here has been looking amazing in these last
Yeah.
2 rounds. Kind of been showing out. He kind of found his own little morale boost. And I do think that could be a good reason as to why they are putting up a good fight in this second half.
Yeah, it really is.
Let's not get overzealous here because we did see them win 2-0 on attack in the first 2 rounds.
Yep. Ooh, nice cosmic divide coming out from Astra. Or tries Kitty Club on the attack. That's gonna make their entry so much easier. Moment caught out here pretty much on their own. They're likely just gonna have to see how many they can trade for, and in this case, gonna be 0. Try now able to get control of the back of site. PDK now seeing if they can push in for Ninja. Good for 1. Spike is not going to get planted, but Battalion is on their last legs right now, and those legs belong to Gap.
Oh, but he gets flashed, and Kid was able to find him right there, hiding on that box. I'm loving this Try Kitty Club. I don't know what they did. I don't know. And during that timeout, they probably played an inspirational song and had one of those grand speeches. That's what I would have done. And I think it's really working for them because now look at this. PDK is having to buy a Bucky. Green Ninja is having to buy a Frenzy, and Gap is buying a Marshall. So going in with a little bit momentum morale-wise, and you're going in with a gun econ. What's the word? Advantage. And so let's see if they're gonna win this. It looks like they're everywhere they've been going. They have been 5 stacking, and I don't think Battalion kind of recognized that yet.
Ooh, PDK with the trigger discipline, letting a few of them get on the site, but Kiddo does eventually spot them out. Toxic good for a second and tries Kitty Club looking to bring this potentially within 1 right now, but 1 player does go down. It's a 3v4 now. Polar finds 1. They're going to be good for a second, but it's just up to Greninja, and they don't last too terribly long. It is 8-9, Kiddo.
Man, I'm loving how they are just attacking and attacking fast. They're not really rethinking it. They're not rotating. They're sticking to what they do, and they're just hitting it hard. It's hitting it hard. I don't know what else how to explain it, but it looks like they kind of hurt the econ a little bit. And so Battalion, I don't think they're able to all buy here. I think some of them are, except for PDK and Polar, which, man, if they, it's gonna be tough. They're saving for next. Polar is able to buy. I think someone might have bought for him. So they are all 5 stacking C though. Ooh, Fiddle finds Moment.
It's a big pick. Taking Moment out of the equation. That just has led to such success for them. Polar does find Kiddo, though, so it is going to be a 3v3 now. Toxic taking down Gap. Going to be good for a pair. Lich finds them, though, at the last moment. Spike is going to be planted, but Greninja is still on site. I don't think they realize that. Going to be good for 1. Lich trying to find them from behind. Greninja doing the best they can, but it's not going to be enough, and Battalion will get the defuse and bring that lead back to 2.
Yeah, that's a very grit and grimy round right there. Only 1 person left alive at the end right there. It's a 1v1. Let's see, but they have more than enough money to buy here, so it's not like they took a massive hit. I think the only one is Toxic, having to kind of do a little forcing here. No, someone did buy for him. So everyone has guns this round, except for Green Ninja, who's opting for a Spectre, which is not that big of a deal. He might just be trying to play with a little closer angle so that he can get a little bit more value. But I liked it better whenever they were all 5 stacking C. That worked for them. I don't know why they are switching back to what hasn't been working for them.
We're going to see another Cosmic Divide come out. That's going to pretty much secure C for them. They've got to make sure they take out Gap. Try does just that. And once again, Try's Kitty Club is looking really good. Just 2 players remaining now for a Battalion. This is going to be a very, very difficult retake. And look at this. They're both coming from the same direction as well. Really seeing if they can do this as a duo. PDK going to be good for 1. And Akoji uses the flash, doesn't catch anybody. Greninja is going to take them out. All of a sudden, we got a 3v2. This dynamic duo has been fantastic. Toxic, though, does find one of them. Ninja now has to 1v3 this. They're going to be able to take out 1. Can they get the second? Going to be 1 from CT. The back of sight, nice stun right there from Breach. But they are going to be taken out. They go for the defuse and pay for it.
Yeah, I don't know if they had enough time for that because he would have to kill Glitch, and I do think there might not have been enough time, but that was a really good try by PDK. He almost had that. maybe just a
1
few more
second, please.
seconds,
I gotta
and I
visit
think
the
that could have been
Astros
his
today, so
if
stop.
he checked that right corner. But we are seeing how look. It worked for them in the past to all stack up C and all garage, but I do think the Tri-Kitty Club knows, so they're all gonna fast rush A.
Yeah, they might. They've been pushing C so hard, so many times.
Yeah, kind of baiting it, but there we. Oh my goodness! Now look, they can just get into A, no problem, no resistance. I think they realize that they kind of juked them out there. Gap is behind them. Ooh, I want to see how that flank kind of turns out. It looks like he still thinks that they might be C.
Yeah, you know, this is interesting. It's like they're playing. They've got the trade off from the flank for giving up sight, but the flank actually gonna do anything? Kiddo gonna be able to find Gap though. Pretty nice play coming out from Try's Kitty Club. That's gonna be Ayano Koji good for another. And specifically, that was Moment once again. Try able to take out Polar. It's just going to be Greninja holding on. Not a whole lot they can try to do here. It could be a tie game here, Kid Shroud.
I do love how Ayana Koji, sorry, he was watching that flank. He knew that it was coming when he heard that Omen TP.
Oh, look at Greninja.
I don't know why he didn't just shoot there.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I think they're gonna try and get him now, though. He's got no ideas behind him.
Yeah, just kind of. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tie game here. Tries Kitty Club. I think exceeding all expectations here tonight, bringing it back on attack as well. I mean, they've got such an attack-heavy squad, but you know, this was a crew that I thought was really gonna shine on the defense.
Yeah, I agree. Beat our expectations and sure beat a lot of the viewers' expectations here to kind of try on the defense here. I was really taken aback. They kind of learned 3C or garage. I'm not even sure. They're all kind of stacking garage.
When it comes out with a flash, that's going to be a Leer from Reyna as well to help clear garage. Give him a nice push onto site. They're going to throw out another flash, but Gap causing a little bit of crossfire. Moment going to be good for one. Make that two. They've got a chance for a third, but Try's going to be a little faster on the draw. Greninja now seeing what they can get done, but it's down to just one player left. And Battalion says, you can tie the game, but you're not going to take the lead.
Yeah, I do like how Battalion would stick to their... Whenever they've been all 5-stacked C and Tri-Kitty Club went C, 5-stacked... I think whenever it's all matched up head-to-head, Battalion does win that, but I do think that Tri-Kitty Club has kind of just been outmaneuvering, out-tricking them, because now look, you can see that in the map here, everyone is kind of spread out again, so whenever they're all going to 5-man rush this long here, it's going to be overwhelming for Chamber and Omen here, and I don't think that once they get those two, maybe trade off 1 for 2 or 2 for 2 even, they're going to have control of sight. Let's see it happen first before I start these hypotheticals.
Well, we're gonna see Gap getting ready with the paranoia. Gonna be able to catch one out, but he gets blinded as well. Moment trying to hold things down as best as they can. Gonna be a pick on the kid. It's Kiddo once again. So Tries Kitty Club looking a little worse for wear at the moment.
2 of them are rotating. 2 of them are staying in that cubby. I do think they're kind of stuck in that cubby actually.
Yeah, they are stuck a little bit. But now that they've got this flank going on, they might be able to draw some attention away.
She runs out with the spike. And Ayana Koji finds one.
Ooh, but PDK able to take out them, and Gap now finds another. Gonna be Try, though, clearing things away a little bit on B. Gonna go for an ultimate as well to see if they can secure the side plant, but unfortunately it's not gonna hit anybody. Doesn't matter though, Try still wins the gunfight.
Loving these silent moments though. It goes from a bunch of action to silence. No one knows where each other is at.
Right?
Enemy remaining.
It creates a lot of tension like you said earlier. Ooh, it's just glitched though, but he does have spike planted.
Glitch is coming in from the front. They've got an opportunity right here. They're gonna use one of their stars to create a little bit of tension, but Glitch unable to pull through this time around, and now we are at game and match point. Kid Shroud.
I'd like to see how the econ is for Tri-Kitty Club. I do believe they should have enough money to buy. Most of them
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
They've been doing so well this half. Their econ is looking fantastic.
Except for Ayana Koji, he does not have a lot of money to play with here. He's a
I was looking at the wrong team.
Here.
My bad. I was looking at Battalion. Yeah.
Okay, well, Gap actually is having that operator, and we saw him do really well in that operator in the last match on Ascent. I think this is the first time an operator actually gets used on this map. Looks like they're all 5 just rushing A.
And we're going to see a big concerted push here. Glitch, they're going to hang back with the spike. PDK, good for 1 kill right off the rip. Things are looking a little rough once again for Tries Kitty Club, but they are able to get 1, even things out in the kill feed. It's going to be Greninja finding Guyana Koji. Glitch goes down as well to Greninja. Now it's a 4v2. This is Try Kitty's Club last chance. It's going to have to be it's Kiddo or no one. And Battalion comes away with the win. But boy, they had to fight for it.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to call it a comeback because I didn't want to jinx it. But Try Kitty Club was so close to pulling off a comeback there. It would have been really good to see. Would have been really good to see that a match actually go the distance and actually go to 3 games and not be finished in 2-0. I do believe all these matches have been finished 2-0, and that streak has continued.
At least here, yeah, on this stream.
Yeah, on this, yeah, exactly, on this stream. I'm not sure how the other matches are doing right now. Maybe we can get an update on that. But no. Yeah.
Oh wow, sounds like all to us so far. Yeah, we don't have anything in the official reporting channel just yet, except for it looks like an FF earlier from in favor of Mick Degens. I love that name. I had not seen that name yet. Mick Degens. That's the team I would join right there if I were in this tournament. But yeah, great showing today from Battalion, and great to see them hold on there at the end as well, and really show. You know, what's the word I'm looking for? That resilience, right?
There we go.
Even in the face of Tries Kitty Club making such a tremendous comeback in that second half.
Yeah, I do think that I was really kind of rooting for Tries Kitty Club. Always got to get that underdog story, you know, and I do think Tries Kitty Club fits that perfectly in that Haven map, especially on that second site or second half. My bad. They were doing great, but you know, it's hard to kind of go against them, a little David and Goliath type of thing.
Yeah, they showed up great though. I really liked what I saw in Haven, and you know, maybe they found a formula now that they can go forward with and find more success in some of the matches that are still coming for them, because you know, it's 4 matches down, but 3 still to go. They could absolutely finish somewhere in the middle of the pack during the group stage, or I guess the matches stage here. I'm not entirely sure what you would call it in this case.
Yeah, I do think they really have a lot of glimpses of just amazing Valorant being played. I do think they're just kind of missing that one piece, that one little thing kind of tying them all together. And I'm sure once they find that, once they kind of discuss with their team and see what they need to do internally or externally, I'm sure they can be in a fantastic team, that one that you don't really want to play with and one that you really got to take seriously.
You absolutely do. You definitely have to take them seriously. I mean, Haven absolutely showed us that tonight. But the story of the day is going to be Battalion going up to 3-1 in this tournament. So they are looking great heading into the second half of things here. Regardless of how the next few matches go, they will, I believe, let's see here, 3-1. Oh, they're not guaranteed an over 500, but if they just win 1, they are guaranteed a positive showing in leading up into the bracket.
Yeah, I can't wait for these next few matches throughout the next few weeks to happen. Really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to casting with you as well. I don't have much to say.
All right, well, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Big thank you to the production team as well. Once again, you can find me at JuggleGod on Twitter. Thank you so much for joining me, Kid Shroud. It once again been a pleasure sharing the casting booth with you. That's going to do it for us. GG's, and see you next time.
See you guys.